But until we see a 300-pound man or men land on Brock Purdy, we're not going to know how that elbow in his body responds. Mm-hmm. So number 2, whoever that is, Darnold, Lance, I'm throwing in your boy. If I'm the second string quarterback, I'm thinking about, man, I could get in sooner than later because of a setback or a possible setback. And again, Steiny, that's not me hating, but here Niner fans are again divided.
It's because different fans have agendas.
Well, I've been thinking about Kyle. He drafted Trey Lance with a tad bit of splash of arrogance, right?
Probably.
And he will not have to pay the price if Brock Purdy continues to be what he is and the team keeps winning. But, we've talked about it. We did it in the crossover yesterday. If they don't win and Brock Purdy regresses, then it's like, where is our quarterback? And is it your boy in in Minnesota, Kirk Cousins? You like that?
See, this is what here's what we started talking about today. It kind of came up in fun because Guru's a big Kobe fan, and he's got him as his second best player of all time. And I got him in the top 12, 15. I have to really
Spadoni loves him. Evan is
right. And
what Evan
and all
said.
I'm saying is
his contribution to the game.
That never scored a point for him.
No, Evan was saying, what's his contribution to the game?
Who?
Kobe. And I was like, Evan, that's hard, but I think the compliment is he busted his ass.
Okay.
And he still was great. He never took anything for granted.
Did Bird bust his ass less? Did Jordan work less?
No, those are the Kobe had
nobody's saying he wasn't a great hard worker.
Busted up digit, and he still went out there and scored.
They all played hurt.
Well, now I got a nail.
See, this makes the point for me in that the conversations on anything become skewed when people have a vested interest. Genji on the YouTube. There is literally no factual debate to put Kobe over LeBron. Sorry. Listen, I'd rather have LeBron. But, of course, there's a factual debate to take Kobe over LeBron. You know what I mean? You can make a case.
Yeah,
but I think I got
a case.
But I'll bet you if I had a lot of money, I'll bet you, Genji, be honest, you don't like Kobe.
Oh, okay.
Be honest. You don't like Kobe.
So you're saying his view is skewed.
Correct.
Yeah.
Tony's in Napa. Hey, Tony. How you doing, man? By the way, hold on one sec, Tony. You want to talk about burying the lead. At noon, we've got one of the great football minds joining us, Scott McCloughan.
Yeah.
Scott McCloughan, former 49er front office, former Washington front office. He's a master scout who now works for a lot of teams, scouting for NFL teams, and going to start out talking to him about Frank Gore. Frank Gore's now a member of the 49ers front office. He knows Frank Gore extremely well, but obviously we're going to talk some football with Scott McCloughan. This guy, I love this guy.
Yeah.
Had the good fortune of meeting him a couple times.
He'll remember you?
That's a good question. I watched the game with him.
I love that you said
I sat next to him for a Raider-Browns game.
I remember.
Yeah,
okay.
It was unbelievable.
And that was through your Schaefer guy.
Correct.
Look at your boy Goo knows his partner and his friends.
So that was one of the pleasures of my life to watch a football game with a guy like Scott McCloughan.
Oh, so incredible. We can get into it with him.
And I'll have you know, he didn't think much of what I said was stupid because I would just ask him questions about why things were happening, and he was fascinating.
What? You're a smart man. Why would you say that?
Well, because
you mess up, but come on, Stoney, you're intelligent.
I know.
Tell the people I came and saw you at the cafeteria yesterday. We fought and then we made up.
You left in like 3 minutes.
No, it was you were busy.
Tony in Napa. Yeah. Hey, Tony, how you doing, man? Tony? Well, hold on. Maybe, hold on. Tony, you there?
You got to hit the button.
Tony, you there? Bye, Tony, you got to call back. I'll take the hit for that. even though I don't think it was my fault. Steve's in Richmond.
Denial.
How you doing, Steve? What's going on, buddy?
What's happening?
Hey.
Talk to us.
All right, Guru, man, I got a question for you, man, because you're a big Trey Lance fan. How you got so much faith in Trey and you haven't seen him play, so what's going to be worse? You play Trey and not make the playoffs, or you rock with Brock and lose in the playoffs?
Okay.
Either way, the controversy is you don't got a quarterback, and who wins a championship like that?
No doubt. But listen, I'm not sitting here. You gotta get my words right. I understand right now Brock Purdy is way ahead of Trey Lance. My whole thing is the ideology.
Is he way ahead?
Well, he won 8 games and won 2 playoff games, so that's way ahead. Trey couldn't even stay healthy. What I'm trying to, what word am I looking for, Steiny? Politic for is go get me another guy that was drafted 3rd in the draft, was named starter, and broke his ankle, and then was off the roster. Now, I know that's not happened, but my question is, some people saying it could happen, and that's where I'll just be blown away. So right now, I'm telling you, the right man, Brock Purdy, is starting for the Niners.
Facts.
Okay.
As he should.
Yes.
I don't want to see Trey at all. How about that?
Wow. Well, then you got it.
Hey, Steve, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. This works the other way, too.
No, he
Why
got
not?
it.
Why not?
He thinks he's seen enough.
I mean, why take a chance? Like y'all said the other day, look at Justin Fields. Why take a chance of watching Trey be like Justin Fields? I don't want to see him run over the field. Don't y'all want to win a championship?
Well, Justin Fields after week 7 last year had the second highest QBR behind Mahomes. I think you're giving up on him. And he didn't have this Niner offense and coaching. So look out for Justin Fields. I'm starting to think, is that going to be a Kyle mistake passing on Jay Fields? But it sounds like you're done with him.
I'm done with him. I mean, that's just like believing in a Mark Bolger right now. Why would you switch your formula and you already winning games? You try to win a championship. It's beyond making the playoffs.
So you feel like you've seen enough of Trey Lance? Because it's been minimal.
I mean, I feel like the quarterback controversy has been going on for too long now.
That's fair.
Why don't we have an official quarterback? Besides injury, I mean, I know it's a lot to say, but goddamn.
Well, that's what you can't say. It's about the one thing you can't say.
Well, his frustration, help me out, is with Kyle not being able to identify their quarter. He was looking at the whole enchilada. Why don't Niner fans have their?
They do. That's where I'm at.
I'm not fighting you on
their quarterback.
But we still need to see more, and you've said as much. Because Brock could go the other way, Steiny, on the adjustment to the adjustment. Then they don't have their quarterback.
They do. Well, of course, I don't mean. Yeah. What I'm saying is they absolutely believe they have their quarterback. For example, and maybe people would be like, that's crazy, Steiny, but Shanahan's been in his 7th year, and I do feel like, they feel stronger that Brock Purdy is their franchise quarterback than at any other time during their tenure. That's what I'm seeing from the outside using my eyes and ears. Do 49er fans, do you agree with that? Do you agree with that? I'll say it again. I feel like the San Francisco 49ers, Kyle Shanahan specifically, but throw John Lynch in there, I do feel like they believe Purdy gives them the best chance of any quarterback they've had in the last 7 years, 6-7 years, to be a franchise quarterback. Like, even when Garoppolo was here, it always felt like it was not fighting, but they were fighting each other, and Kyle wanted him to do things that Garoppolo either couldn't do or didn't do well, and it feels like Kyle has never had the comfort with a quarterback that he has with Brock Purdy. And I do think, getting back to Kyle's personality, one of the reasons that Brock Purdy is that guy is because I think he thinks, not only is he more talented like Garoppolo, but that he's easier to coach. Like, Purdy is more malleable and more open because he's younger, and Garoppolo came from New England where he had some, where obviously he He became a player, an established player, established backup. Like, I think Kyle really likes Purdy because he tells him what to do, and Purdy says, yes, sir, no, sir, and I'll do the best I can. Whereas Garoppolo would say, you think that really is the best way to do stuff?
But Garoppolo was on record as saying, I'm only doing he insinuated, Jimmy Garoppolo, his last year here, Steiny, under center, he insinuated he was running the plays and throwing the passes that were that he was told to. Like, he was almost insinuating, let me cook. So I to that notion that you say, at the end of the day, Jimmy took him to a Super Bowl. Jimmy, now forget why they didn't win, Steiny got him. And that's why I shocked you with Jimmy and the success. I'm giving Kyle another compliment. We can look at the Jimmy G tenure. They played in some big-ass games and the biggest game. So Kyle's showing you I can do it damn near with anything. I'm just wondering, are you going to do it with the guy you drafted third in the draft? Now, we may not find out. But I'll tell you this, if Brock Purdy makes a Pro Bowl and he's Jeff Garcia for the Niners, Steiny, I won't mention the picks. I won't even mention Trey Lance because, you didn't hit where you thought you were going to hit, but you hit at Mr. Irrelevant. And you guys drafted Mr. Irrelevant, so you get credit for what comes with that if it comes to wins and Super Bowls. But if Brock isn't, then, oh, man.